Hello and welcome to Sunday, June 25th, the 12th Sunday of Ordinary Time. To remember, everyone, we enter into the season this summer called Ordinary Time. It comes from the Latin word ordinal, which means counted, and it's the counted time between the seasons. We'll hear a lot of stories from the gospel around discipleship and what it means to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. Today's gospel is from Matthew chapter 10, verse 26 to 33. Jesus has a moment with the disciples, and so he gives them like an exhortation, some words of encouragement, most likely before they're being sent out on mission. And so he says to them, "Fear no one. Nothing is hidden that will be concealed, and nothing that I tell you in secret, everything that I tell you in secret will be made known." He also goes on to say, "Do not be afraid." It's one of the most common phrases you hear in the gospel stories. Do not be afraid, because fear is one of the most common human emotions. He also tells them not to worry about anyone trying to destroy your body, but only be afraid of people who can destroy your soul, your body and your soul, that inner core of who you are. He compares our lives, in a way, he uses the metaphor of the sparrows. He says, are not two sparrows sold for money, and yet not one of them falls to the ground without God knowing? Don't be afraid, because all the hairs of your head are counted, and you are worth way more than any sparrow. You are worth more than sparrows. Jesus says, don't be afraid. Be authentic. What I tell you, to be a Christian means to be authentic. It's a sense of transparency. Everything that you say will be made known. So don't worry about that, and don't be afraid, but only fear when someone can take your soul. And in the end, no matter what, I'm with you always, because you are way worth more than anything because of love. So that sense of the phrase we hear often is, do not be afraid. And today we also hear, fear no one, because you are worth more than anything to God. And so this week, as we walk in the way of what it means to be disciples, let us pay attention to what's in the depths of our soul. Protect that so that that's not destroyed by anyone, trusting that God is there, rooted in who we are as authentic Christians, and to walk forward in love and fearing no one, because the grace of God is with us in that life that we call ordinary.